Hey guys, so today we're going to take it up a notch and we're going to factor trinomials when a is greater than 1. A is just really a fancy way of saying the term in front of x squared. If you notice, all of these trinomials here have a coefficient in front of x squared. That's what we're going to be factoring today. So take out the packet from today and follow along as I guide you, and then you guys are going to try some on your own. So when we're factoring, we're really just undoing the double distributive property, but for a trinomial with a coefficient in front of x, if you notice, our factors are going to have a coefficient in front of the x term in our factors. So 4x squared plus 11x plus 6 factors into 4x plus 3 times x plus 2, and I'm going to show you how right now. So when we're factoring these trinomials, we're still going to be using grouping. So we're going to follow the same steps like we did before, but it's going to be a little different. So your first step is you're always going to multiply your coefficient in front of the x squared term to your constant, which is positive 6. So 4 times positive 6 is positive 24. So this is the key number that we're going to be using. The last couple of times it was always that constant that we were looking for the number for, but today it's going to be 24. It's a little different. So once we've multiplied it, we come up with our factors that multiply to 24, which are 1 and 24, 2, 12, 3, 8, and 4, 6. And then we also have our negative factors that multiply to positive 24, negative 1, negative 24, negative 2, negative 12, negative 3, negative 6. Pause the video and make sure you get this down. Now we need to add our factors together because our goal is to find which one's going to add to positive 11. When you add those factors together, you get 25, 14, 11, and 10. Make sure you use your calculator. And the other factors add to negative 25, negative 14, negative 10, 11, and negative 10. Pause the video and make sure you get this down. Now, again, our goal is to find which one adds to positive 11. So you look at your sets and you find that it's 3 and 8 add to positive 11. So that's where we go to our step 3, where we separate the two middle terms using our 3 and 8. So we're going to break it up. 11 becomes 3x plus 8x. We then bring down our other two terms, 4x squared, and then our 6, we get 4x squared plus 3x plus 8x plus 6. Then what we do is we now set up the grouping where we factor out the GCF. So when we group the first two terms together and the second two terms together, we have to find the GCF. So this is going to be a little bit more challenging today because sometimes the GCFs are going to change each time. The GCF between 4x squared and 3x is x. However, the GCF between 8 and 6 is not 8, it's 2. So you have to really use your GCF factoring method here today. So when we divide out those GCFs, we're going to be left with x times 4x plus 3 plus 2 times 4x plus 3. Pause the video and make sure you have this down. Now, our common factor is the red one, our x plus 3. That comes out of the factors. We pull that out, and then our x plus 2 is left over. That goes into a set of parentheses. So our final answer is going to be 4x plus 3 times x plus 2. Pause the video and make sure you get this down. Finally, I want you guys to try the next 3 on your own on the page. Then you're going to check your answers with the key provided on the Google Classroom. If you got any wrong, look at that, I spelled wrong. Isn't that ironic? Watch the second video where I guide you through the next 3 examples. Finally, I want you to complete the Google form that's attached to this Google assignment in this Google Classroom, and that will be your classwork grade for today. And the problems are the same exact one from the classwork examples. I'm only doing the first 5 today, and I'll assign the next 5 tomorrow. Okay, if you have any questions, just email me.